Most of us live our lives like time is unlimited, right? But we never really stop to think how we want to feel and what the feelings are in our lives. We wake up, we make plans, we do our chores, but we never stop to really think, what do I really want to feel in my life? So recently I've discovered a hack, and I use my superpower of meditation and mindfulness to bring more awareness to my feelings. And this hack is really simple. Write down 10 of your top best feelings in life. Do an inventory. Go back in your memory and revisit where your feelings were most fulfilling. It might be in different areas of your life: joy, celebration. It might be up on a mountaintop. It might be an achievement that you made, a graduation, a marriage, whatever. Identify your top 10 best feelings. Now, for me, my top 10 best feelings, well, just a few of them were when I was on stage in a band and I could feel the camaraderie of being in a band. I could feel the creative expression, the team flow, if you will, the feeling of the audience. Another feeling was when I was paddling on a crystal clear, calm lake with mountains all around me and the light shining off the water. Another time was when I finished my music CDs, my projects. I decided at the beginning of the project I would finish a CD, and I did. I did all the arrangement, the composition, the music, the tracks, the lyrics, and so on. And then when I finished it, I had this feeling of fulfillment, of success, of satisfaction. Why is this important? Insurance companies use actuarial data to determine lifespan in order to ensure that they can assess risk and develop their premiums. So, for example, a man's life, the typical lifespan of a male is, I think, 76 years old. The typical lifespan of a woman is 81 years old. Now, okay, throw in the wild card of technology, biotechnology, CRISPR, gene editing, AI, medical doctors, and so on. You might be able to throw in another 10 years, right, on top of that lifespan. If you're 50 years old, you might have 30 years, but add on another 10 years. So then subtract the time you're sleeping, the time you're waiting in traffic, the time you're waiting in lines, the time you're doing chores around the house, whether you're doing body maintenance or so on. Take those hours out. What remains are your golden hours. Revisit your top 10 list of feelings and decide that you're going to put those kinds of feelings in the remaining time that you have left. So that's what I've done. I put my remaining golden hours into practical use. And I've decided I'm going to have more feelings that are on my list. So that's an extreme practical manifestation and use of mindfulness, bringing awareness to the kinds of feelings you want to feel on a daily basis and in fulfillment of your daily life. I mean, that's what we all want, right? A full life, complete, full, and wholesome life, full of good feelings, good vibes, and good presence. So that's what mindfulness does for us, bringing awareness to the present moment awareness without judgment. And that's key, without judgment, re-evaluating your thinking processes and making critical analysis of your thinking processes so that you can remain in the moment, which is the only moment we have, without thoughts of the past or future. No regret and no anticipation of what might occur in the future, even though this is a future-oriented design process that I'm offering here today, because I want you to live your utmost, highest, and best existence. And that's what meditation does for us. It brings us to a deeper understanding of who we are and how we're motivated. And we can motivate ourselves by knowing who we are with a greater degree of intention. And that's really what meditation does. It clarifies, it cleans up, it unclutters, it denoises, it defragments the mind so that we can have clarity of decision, right? That's what we want, clarity of decision. And we want an open, liberated mind, free from the vestiges and dysfunction of the chaos that digital technology is bringing forth in our lives. And that we have to realize that ancestrally, our minds are still caveman days. We're still like in the old days, right? Got to find a woman. Gotta survive. That brain, the old brain, that we need to realize that we're confronted with digital technology that is programming us, reprogramming the brain, and we need to find a way to mitigate that onslaught, that infobesity of too many inputs, that continual hit of dopamine while you're doom scrolling. You're doom scrolling and you end up with brain rot. And meditation and mindfulness cures brain rot, and it cures dysfunction. It cures dissatisfaction and reinterpretation, reification, opinions and belief systems that no longer are useful. Social media and technologies reprogram our belief systems. We have to be mindful of that. So let's sit together and do some meditation. But first of all, I would invite you to write that top list of your feelings in all areas of life, revisit them, and then decide to make an orientation toward your future fulfilling life.